now come to this part. What technical topics should a college graduate focus? And it's not related to pandemic itself. It's related to the generic. So what are the core topics a recent graduate or the one who is already studying in the college should focus?
Gaurav, would you like to take
So
it up?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
sure.
would just give a start to it probably. That the basics still remain the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
The enabler, it was a face-to-face human interaction. It might just overnight change to a technical platform, but the basic remains there. One programming language, data structure, time and space complexity, those checklists will are always going to be there. And the more you solve the problem, the more you get familiar with the more you get familiar what you can expect you in your interviews, and it will also help you solve a new problem altogether in an interview.
Yes.
So, and often people think that a particular language or particular technology is going to help them for the interview. That is a myth, according to me. You just need to have one programming language. You need to be good in that, and if you are suppose and it, you have to be clear about your target. If you are targeting in for internship in small startups, then you have to be on your toes. You have to look into some ML projects, some AI projects, or whatever they are looking for, because they won't invest much time in training you on those sets. They want job ready candidates more, right?
Yes. Yes.
So for those your target, once your target changes, your preparation changes accordingly. And regarding language, we three, I know we three of us have, each one of us has individual favorites. I like Java, you like Python, Chetan, another like C++. But altogether in working environment, I probably wrote my last code in Kotlin, Aditya probably in C Sharp, and
Uh,
you are
I
almost using
I
how
was
many
with
language I
I
cannot
was
count.
with Golang.
Yeah, Golang or R maybe. So yes, so it is. That's my view, and probably Aditya can add to it.
Yes, Aditya.
So yeah, I was just going through the slide and looking at how these three questions actually talk about the same thing, which is
Mm-hmm.
more importantly how to develop yourself as a career and what should your focus be altogether. Should it be like improving your discipline, or probably improving or having get more certifications are around multiple platforms. But
Mm-hmm.
one or the other way, I believe that a good mix of all these is what a particular college graduate should aim for. So
Right.
when we are trying to look at the technical topics, one of the things I understand is that as you grow in a particular career, or especially in the developer role and programmer, or in the IT industry, all over, what is expected of you is both the breadth of the knowledge and probably a depth in a certain area. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever you are picking up technical topics, my recommendation usually should be to try out as much as possible, since you have time. And probably it might be possible that you find one of your moxie and something which you actually love to do. So
Mm-hmm.
it could probably be doing competitive programming. It could probably be doing research, reading research papers and trying to implement them and getting newer research areas out of this. It might be actually just scanning through data and getting insights out of it, or it might be just doing some front end coding and creating experiences which other people loves, or it could
Yes.
be as simple as just creating videos. Right,
Yeah.
I want to create videos, I want to create pamphlets. So those
Mm-hmm.
kind of passion is something which you should try and do. So that's where actually things like Coursera, edX, and online certification platforms come in. They provide you a good peek into all these technologies, and having certified in those actually is not a pass, or a particular go ahead for your job. That if you
Mm-hmm.
are certified in Azure, you would get a job in as an Azure architect anywhere, or probably something else, which is along the line. You have done n number of certifications on AI, and now you are ready to get an AI job. What we should start looking at these certifications as is just two things. First of all, helping me understand what the domain is, what the
Yes.
technology is, what it promises, and what's in there. What does it have for the people who are willing to create a career in it. And secondly, if that is something which excites you, it gives you the right tool set to be able to be able to think and apply on the real world problems around you.
आगे आगे
Yes.
आगे 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 सर आगे. Thank you.
Right. So probably a good example could be a deep learning problem. So a deep learning problem will give you the insights of what a neural network is, how to tune it, how to probably how to create and scale a neural network. If you have to do some experimentation, what are the possible things which you do? But I would definitely not think that anybody in the world would come over thinking about that you have a certain problem in front of you which can be solved by neural nets. So one of the
Yes.
interesting research papers I came across was around the fact that people are using neural nets to actually differentiate between a silicon mask robbery versus an original robbery. So that was something which I felt like, yeah, this is actually a good use case. So I don't believe
Yes.
that anybody would go ahead and help you identify those use cases. But yeah, people would give you the right tool set that if you have such ideas, you are able to think about connecting the two dots and solving some real world problems. And this is where I would say some of the self discipline comes over, and organization comes over, that you have to keep a good mix of learning and creating side by side. So
Yes.
if you would just go ahead and start consuming the content, you will become a philosopher.
Yeah.
Right. And probably
That's happening a lot.
right. So you have to keep a right mix of creating something which is the application of whatever you have learned right now, so that you are able to get into the real world challenges, or the real challenges which are never put forth in the courses, which are actually ironed out in the courses. So a very simple example that I could do is, unless and until you have set up Anaconda on your machine, you wouldn't know the problem of or you wouldn't appreciate the importance of using a virtual environment versus a course telling you that please create a virtual environment.
Yes. Yes. Yes, definitely. I'm very much in the sync.
Right. So that's pretty much what I believe, wherein the self-discipline, organization, and the learning of multiple parts
Yes.
and applying it in the real world problems come across. So over to you, Gaurav and Chetan, for your thoughts.
Gaurav, would you like to add something, or